Morning, everybody. So, on this beautiful day, we're going to be heading. Where are we going to be heading to?
Ardnamurchan Point.
Yes.
On the west coast.
Come with us. Okay, so on the way, we've just made a little pit stop. When I say a little pit stop, I mean we've stopped off at Glenfinnan. Got the monument there. Some cracking hilly landscapes there. And the viaduct just across the way, but we're going to come back to that in a mo. Well, here we are at the Glenfinnan monument. Tell us a bit more about it, Doug.
It's a cop-out. Glenfinnan monument, it was the start, or where Bonnie Prince Charlie came up Loch Shiel from the sea, which is that way. Came up, was rowed up Glenfinnan with a lot of men at arms, most of McDonald's I have to say, until he got here, and then there were a whole load of Camerons which joined the Jacobite rebellion, if you want. And this monument is here as a reminder, a reminder of the Jacobite cause. Further over there is a stone which actually commemorates the landing spot of where Bonnie Prince Charlie actually landed, and that is apparently somewhere over there by somebody's house, which I can't get to, which is a real bummer because I wanted to go and see that, but it's over that way. Okay, right, and then you've got the shores of Loch Shiel over there, which one can have a look at.
So, we've now actually come down to the water's edge. It is so calm and so peaceful. Mum's just done a fancy little panorama photo, which I'll chuck in now because I think that's actually really impressive.
It's just where I wanted to go from one
side
to the other.
from like there right the way round. Really nice. I mean, I could do it with this camera as well, but there's no point in both of us doing it. And to be honest with you, I'm mostly relying on you two getting pictures at this point because I'm just doing a lot of the filming. I've taken a couple, but
it's
yeah,
good.
I'm the one who films, so I'm kind of ended up.
Well, between us, we're getting quite a good variety of things, a good selection. So
yes,
I'm happy.
Yes, just so peaceful. So just over there, might be able to make out a wee bit of the viaduct, which is where we're going to be heading to very shortly. Oops, sorry. Right.
That was a delicate sneeze, and not one.
That wee fella up there just reminded me that I actually forgot to bring our drone.
There's a big sign over there saying no drones.
Right, well here we are, about to head up to the viewpoint.
What?
Just saying we're going up to the viewpoint.
Yeah. And we did. Yes.
Yeah.
That way.
About a 5-minute walk, apparently.
That's fine. I can do that.
Yeah, even she can do that. And this is us, now at the top. And I must admit, there's worse views really, isn't there? Oh, it's stunning. It really, really is.
I can't breathe.
Oh, jeez. She's not built for this sort of thing, bless her. Doug's all the way over there doing his photography type stuff and looking like a pig in muck. Or happy as a pig in muck, should I say. You know what? I think now would be the perfect time for a music montage, don't you?
Absolutely.
say something. I'm glad I'm wearing these shoes. These are new shoes by the way. I don't actually really like walking shoes or boots or anything like that. So I said we've got these, which actually have like shock absorber type stuff in the in like the heels. They got really good tread on them as well, and yeah, I'm really happy with them because yeah, I don't know why, I just do not get on with like walking boots or walking shoes. So I mean, usually we just tend to get a pair of relatively rugged boots, but this time we've actually gone for like shoes, and yeah, like I said, they've actually got like shock absorbers in there, and this is the first time I'm actually wearing them out really, so yes, it's a good test for them. I'm glad I have now looking at this. Okay, so at this point we continued down the path back to the car park before getting into the car and heading to Ardnamurchan on what were probably some of the worst roads that we saw overall on the holiday. Nevertheless, though, they weren't actually too bad, to be honest. Oh, in fact, in general, we were rather impressed with the roads in Scotland. Now, yes, right as we got towards Ardnamurchan Lighthouse, that's when the road condition did start to deteriorate quite poorly. But even so, you know, about 2/3 of the way along the road, which, by the way, it took us like an hour and a half to travel along. I know, crazy, especially when it's only 25 miles long. 2/3 of the way along the road, we saw some people actually resurfacing it. So, you know, absolutely incredible. Anyway, yeah, when we got to Ardnamurchan Point itself, we ended up spending quite a long time filming in front of the lighthouse before then going around the lighthouse. And then we ended up in the shop where we bought a few things, including a fridge magnet, of course. We also bought another Highland coo to add to the herd. We also bought this cheeky little fella to add to my flock. His name's Ardy, for Ardnamurchan. Yeah, and there was also a cafe like in that building as well. Very nice people in there. Not gonna lie though, I don't think I'd want to work there, to be honest. It's very isolated, and it'd be great fun in the winter, I guess. Not. In actual fact, on that road, there's several sets of gates which they close if there's heavy snowfall. That's how bad it can get. Yeah, thankfully we didn't have any of that. In actual fact, the weather was pretty blooming nice. Yeah, so once we're finished in the shop and once there's something to eat and drink in the cafe, I wrote a nice little something in the visitor's book. Then we headed off back to the cottage. But not before stopping off at Castle Cheerham on the way. And, well, that's where my footage picks back up again. Because, well, you see, I may or may not be unable to recover a whole bunch of clips. Yeah. You see, firstly, let me take you back to the end of the previous video. I'm just currently on my laptop, just sorting out the day's clips and photos and organising them onto this 2 terabyte USB stick. That should most definitely be enough storage for for everything that we're going to be capturing while we're on this holiday. Yeah. So remember that USB stick? Yeah. Well, as it turns out, it wasn't so much of a lifesaver and more of a life threatener. Because basically, somehow, it managed to corrupt a whole bunch of files when I was transferring them on there. Now, thankfully, it's only like files from this particular video. All the others I still had on other cards, except from the previous video, which hadn't corrupted. So that was all good. Yeah, so I managed to salvage what as many files as possible, but all the ones to do with Ardnamurchan just nicked off. And quite frankly, that's a bit unusual, not gonna lie. You know, it's weird how it's specifically just all the Ardnamurchan stuff that's gone. Everything either side of it's still there, but yeah, I mean, we've taken it to like an IT guy and whatnot, and apparently his recovery software just kept crashing and whatnot. He tried formatting it again, stuff crashed. Basically, long story short, do not buy massive 2 terabyte USB sticks because you will regret it. Anyway, yeah, other than doing this little explanation clip as editorial, other than doing that, the only other thing I could do for you wonderful people is give you a big old music montage of Ardnamurchan. Cheerham over there on the island. I mean, if the tide's out, then there's like a causeway that goes across here, but yeah, but I mean, you can see just how shallow it is and just how clear the water is as well. It is, it's absolutely beautiful. And so too is the castle there. I mean, it's all just beautiful.
That's my clan seat. It's Castle Cheerham. That's the home of the MacDonalds of Clan Ranald. That's their seat. And they that got blown up after the Jacobite rebellion of 1745. They deliberately blew it up to stop the English from taking the castle, and that's been a ruin ever since, unfortunately.
It's still pretty though.
This whole west coast of the country belonged to the MacDonald clan.
A few moments later.
This was all MacDonald territory, but that was the seat of the Clan Ranalds.
The sound of it too is incredible.
So soothing.
Oh yeah. Ignoring the telephone cable that comes through there. I mean, there is a big sign for it, to be fair, but
Well, I've done it now, so I'm happy.
check this out, guys. We just found some deer on the way back.
Oh, he's very proud, isn't he?
Oh gosh, hello, mate.
Show us your butt.
You said that on video.
Oh no.
Thank you all so much for watching yet another video. We really do appreciate it. We would appreciate it even more if you could hit that subscribe button, and when doing so, please do turn your notifications on to all. That way you won't miss any more of these future uploads, which are only going to get better. Till the next one though, take care.